Good greetings, my brothers and sisters. My name is Herbies.
I'm Sarah.
And today we will be celebrating Pennsylvania Dutch.
We did a little bit of research here about the Pennsylvania Dutch, since even though it is in our neighboring state, we didn't know too much about them. So it turns out that the Pennsylvania Dutch are immigrants of Germans who immigrated to the US in the early 1800s and before. Like most immigrants, they fled Germany for religious persecution and came to America in search of religious freedom. Most of the Pennsylvania Dutch were either Amish, Mennonite, Lutheran, or German Reform, but a few other religions as well. And so that is going to lead us into our snacks today.
We'd like to thank Ryan and Courtney for basically getting us all these snacks. They actually are from Pennsylvania. We would like to thank them for getting us all these crazy freaking snacks. It's kind of exciting, and I really can't wait to dive into them. With all that said,
let's dig in.
I gotta tell you, this smells great.
We're diving right in with the Shoofly Pie, which I'm really excited about. It's a molasses crumb cake from the 1880s, and it was originally served with breakfast coffee.
Why do they call it Shoofly Pie?
I don't know. I didn't look into that.
Dumb.
Well, we'll have to find out. Tell us in the comments. It's like a cake in a pie. It was originally a cake, and then they turned it into a pie so that you could eat it without utensils with breakfast.
So this is like Amish fare?
I believe so.
I feel like I ate like some sort of apple in it too. Unless it's just me being crazy.
I think that's you being crazy.
That was actually very filling, and I really like that.
I would
Super
absolutely
delicious.
love that for breakfast with coffee.
Not even coffee. I'll have it for lunch, dinner,
Yeah.
everything.
I'm a huge sweets for breakfast person, and I really, really enjoyed that. I actually thought it was going to be like a pecan pie for some reason, which is not my favorite.
I love pecan pies.
Yeah. But I loved it. I'm giving it a dangerous. I think I would just eat the whole thing. And it's not overpowering, but it does have that molasses flavor.
Oh, okay.
Cowtails.
Cowtails. I don't know what this is.
No, we didn't look them up, but it's chewy caramel with a cream center. And it looks very old-timey.
Whoa, not what I was expecting.
Really? It was exactly what I was expecting, and it looks just like a cow's tail.
I was actually expecting it to look more like a really long Tootsie Roll, but not like
It
this.
does look like a long Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Rolls don't look like this. Tootsie Rolls are brown, dark brown.
Alright, eat it. Pretty good.
How did it, really? Oh, it's really soft. Not like a Tootsie Roll.
It feels like something that's like a nostalgic candy.
It's really good. I like this a lot.
These are great.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Mm-hmm. Basically, I would say this is dangerous because I'm basically almost halfway done.
No, go dangerous. I'll eat the whole thing.
Smoked meat.
This is a meat stick snack.
Yeah, we went from a sweet stick to a meat stick. Clyde's Meat Sticks.
It smells like a fresh meat jerky.
Yeah, it smells really
And
fresh.
like a sausage. I'm a little concerned.
It's very sweaty too.
I'm concerned because the sticker on the front was torn and it said refrigerate and then it was torn. So the question is, was it refrigerate after opening or refrigerate and it has not been refrigerated?
I don't care, but this tastes great. You know what? It tastes like if you didn't grill or boil a hot dog. This is just like a hot dog on its own. It's really good.
It has a little bit of like a pepperoni flavor, like the spices.
Spicy pepperoni.
It's really tasty.
It's really good, and you don't like this stuff.
Friday's gonna go crazy. She's running back and forth
Yeah,
past
she's
us.
trying to figure out what the smell is. I wouldn't necessarily call this dangerous. I would say this is very delicious. Friday is just like running around trying to figure out where that smell is coming from. Here she is. Oh boy. Hey, what's up? You want this? You can't have this.
No, we'll get you a greenie.
This is very delicious. Friday even thinks so.
Yeah.
Very delicious.
I'm going delicious.
Yeah.
You can eat that many of these.
Yeah.
Good road snack.
Okay, we have Chow Chow. What is this?
Okay, well, I think that Ryan and Courtney debated about whether this was a snack, but they decided that it was. There's Chow Chow in different regions, and mostly the biggest difference is that there's different vegetables that are in it. This is obviously Pennsylvania Dutch Chow Chow. We have some cauliflower and I think green beans and carrots in here. And from what I read, there's a big debate of where Chow Chow came from. Some people think it came with the Acadians from Nova Scotia. Others say that it came in from England, all in the 1800s. Also, people thought that maybe it came from the Chinese railroad workers. So it's up for debate. I think there's also Indian chutney in there as an influence. We don't really know. It smells like pickled vegetables.
Smells very peppery. Oh man.
It's so much sweeter than I expected.
Yeah, it's very sweet. I actually really like this a lot. I wouldn't say it's dangerous. I don't know. Because if you really like pickles, you might love this.
No, but see, I love pickles, but I don't like sweet relish. And this is a little bit more of the flavor of a sweet relish. So I'm going to go decent.
Wow. I'm going to go delicious. I really like this a lot. And
Good.
this is probably the only way to get me to eat vegetables.
Yeah, you found a way for me to eat a vegetable. I love vegetables.
Oh boy. Martin's Hot and Spicy Flavored Pork Rinds. I'm so excited.
Hermes' favorite.
Yeah, when Ryan came by and dropped the stuff off for us, he was like, I got you something. And I was like, oh my god, it's pork rinds. Let's do this. I mean, hot and spicy. Smells like a pork rind. It's great. Just tastes great. It's a pork rind and
They're
it's
a lot
very
lighter
flavorful.
than usual, right?
It's very light. It's very light and crispy and airy.
This is how you show how light things
Yeah.
are. Seems really light. Again,
It's like diet pork rinds. Would I say it's dangerous? Yes, of course I say it's dangerous. It's a freaking pork rind.
if I was totally fine with pork rinds, I would say this is dangerous. But I'm still going to go decent because I'm probably not going to eat more. Because I can't get past the mental block that it is.
Don't think about it.
We've got 3 kinds of potato chips, so we're going to eat them all together.
Chips.
Chips. So, Utz is a pretty big brand. I didn't know that it was from Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. But I guess these are a special edition.
Pretty standard. Very bright. Bright yellow.
Oh yeah, I thought they were going to be like
Golden
kettle
brown?
chips, like these dark ones in front of us.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a crunch.
I think it's pretty standard.
But they're good. They're thicker. They're like the really thick, crunchy kind. They're kind of more like the Cape Cod potato chip style. I'm guessing they're kettle cooked.
I would say these are delicious. Not necessarily dangerous. I mean, they are pretty, like I said before, standard, which is great.
Yeah.
And it's super crunchy, as you can hear.
Let's try, I don't know if it's Zerbes or Zerbes.
Zerbe's.
Zerbe's.
I don't know.
Kettle cooked potato chips.
I don't know. I always feel weird about this stuff because it kind of reminds me of Terra chips, and I hate Terra chips.
It's a potato
I
chip.
know, but
They're great.
I like these better than those.
I don't know which one I like more yet. These ones just taste they taste different. These taste like when you go to a place that has like a restaurant that has like the homemade potato chips. These taste like they're homemade and they're coming out with a really good sandwich.
These are really good. I like these. Put some ketchup on it. Put it in a burger. Crunch on that. Grilled cheese sandwich. Very easy. BLT. That'd be great too. I like this. From Middleswarth. Middleswarth. Imagine an alternate universe of like Lord of the Rings where you replace everything with an S. So it's like Middleswarth with Frodo and Scandalf.
They're like softer normal potato chips. Like Lay's how they're softer and not kettle chips.
Oh wow. So the
Need one
barbecue
more.
sneaks up on you. It doesn't taste like barbecue immediately.
No,
These are great.
they're really salty.
I love salty.
The barbecue on these tastes like the same barbecue that they put on Pringles.
Honestly, for me, I would go 1, 2, 3. They're all very delicious. Borderline dangerous, maybe these two. So that's why I go for 1, 2, and 3. That's at least my take on them.
I'm having a really tough time. I don't know if I can rank them. I guess I like these the most. These just really taste like they're homemade.
These are very good. All of these
I
three are
enjoyed
very
all of
good.
them. And I'm going to give them all a delicious.
They're all very delicious. So Stroopwafels, look at this. We
Yeah.
already had these in the Netherlands episode.
We just had some in our Netherlands episode since they're Dutch. But the Pennsylvania Dutch are mostly from the German region of Europe. Maybe some people from Holland, but that is not the Dutch that it's referring to. It is to Germany, which is Deutschland.
Deutschland.
And so that became Dutch when they came here. These look really good though, these ones. Look at this
Yeah.
like big dipped chocolate.
For me, the cinnamon is a little too strong.
I like it. I like it with the cinnamon. I like how mine piece has a ton of chocolate on it.
But the more I actually eat this, it's actually very delicious. I like this.
Yeah, it's delicious.
What did I say? Delicious?
It is delicious. I love it.
The chocolate is a little dark, right? Is it dark chocolate? It doesn't taste like milk chocolate to me.
It's milk chocolate, but it's not too milky, which is perfect for me. The waffle is really thin and soft, but I love the addition of cinnamon.
You just rubbed chocolate all over Friday's
No, I didn't.
In short, this was very delicious. Pen Dutch Stroopwafels covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
Dipped in chocolate. It's called Stroopies. Authentic Dutch Stroopwafels. Oh, jeez. What's Christ?
We have old-fashioned Sandtarts.
What? Sandtarts?
And I'm guessing that it's a sugar cookie. I think Courtney said that these are one of her favorites.
I wonder why Courtney loves them so much. She loves the G's.
Okay, that's clearly a bunny.
Very thin. Look at this. Is this a cracker or a cookie?
Yeah, these are really thin.
What? I think this is the Easter special.
I think it is too, but so you have, but what's this?
That is when Jesus leaves the cave and then ascends to the skies. So that's his Holy Spirit.
It looks like a blob.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a chick.
There's a chick. He's one of the disciples. And then this is also one of the disciples.
We got a bunny.
It's a bunny or a really muscular man with no arms.
We have a carrot.
Oh my goodness!
That's my favorite. I'm going to take the carrot out of all of them.
I think I'm gonna eat Jesus.
You should do it. Very crispy.
Is yours salty? Maybe it's
They
just
put
buttery.
salt on it instead of sugar.
Well, they're really buttery.
Burberry.
Body of Christ is so buttery.
I'm a little torn because I could gladly eat this entire box. But if I'm comparing it to other sweets, I would probably choose a different sweet over it.
I like it.
I mean, they're really good. I'm going to go delicious.
Yeah. Delicious butter cookies with a hint of Christ. Oh boy. Okay. This is what?
Wilbur chocolate buds.
These look familiar.
Wilbur started making candy in 1865. They started with, I think it was molasses candies. But then he started making chocolate. And in 1893, he introduced these little chocolate buds, which are supposed to be flower buds, which are super cute. And it says Wilbur on the bottom.
Yeah, it's so cool that's printed in there. Wilbur.
They also were packaged in silver foil. But a few years later, in 1907, the neighboring Hershey came out with the chocolate kiss. And yeah.
Hello, I'm Hershey.
They were like, it's a kiss, not a bud. Yeah, and so Wilbur went around. There were a couple companies that also tried to make these. And with those, he sued some of them successfully. But Hershey ended up getting away with their kiss. And now that became the more popular of the two. It's delicious. It's chocolate.
Still very sweet. Normally, like, dark chocolates are, like, super bitter. I like it.
I'm having milk chocolate. I would say it's better than a Hershey Kiss.
Is it? Mm-hmm. I'll try the milk chocolate one now.
Ma'am, can we help you?
This is really good. It's also very solid. So, wow. Wilbur's, what is this? Chocolate
Buds.
I
Huge
would
fan.
say this is dangerous. I would say it's dangerous.
I could go dangerous or delicious. I'm a little on the fence.
Oh, man.
We're gonna have a little snack mashup here.
We have what?
Okay, we've got old-fashioned pretzels, homemade pretzels, which is a thing in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this goes back to the German heritage, but also today, apparently 80% of all pretzels in the U.S. are made in Pennsylvania, which I thought was a shocking discovery. I think the dark ones are just more burnt.
These look hard.
And we got Birch beer.
Birch beer, which Steve says is basically root beer.
It's one of the oldest sodas. And we have
A treat.
a treat, Big Blue Soda. It's naturally and artificially flavored.
It looks like Windex.
All of that seems old-timey, and this seems like maybe it's just from the 80s. It does feel like I'm gonna drink cleaning fluid.
Yeah.
This one isn't for me. I'm good. I'm a pass.
I like it. I like it a lot. For me, I think this is delicious. At least for a treat. That's what it is. Big Blue is delicious for me.
I'm gonna go with a don't.
What?
I don't really like it.
That's so far down.
I don't like it. Okay, open up that bad boy.
What? I thought we were gonna have this first.
We're gonna eat them
And
together.
then we're gonna go that.
I wanna
Okay,
have them together, maybe.
We're gonna mix it in the same glass. What are we, witches? Because, you know, cauldron, mixing brew, it's gonna go over people's heads. I love root beer.
I love this packaging. I feel like they didn't change it.
It's really fizzy. It tastes like mug root beer. That's what I would compare it to. It's delicious. It's just that, you know, we were comparing Big Blue to this. It's a little bit of a jump. I definitely like it. It doesn't taste as root beery.
Tastes like a root beer candy.
Yeah, I would go with that.
I'm gonna start with the dark one. Am I jumping along too fast? Oh, they're lighter than I thought they were gonna be.
So they're not as hard. I'll go with the regular.
Am I as loud as I think I am? Steve's saying yes.
It's a pretzel. I mean, I really like this. I think the salt is a little too salty for me. Say something.
I feel it like so loud in my head.
It is really loud.
I like the regular ones more, but also the dark one that I ate had so much salt on it. It was a little too much salt. I mean, I really enjoy them. I like, I'm never like, oh my god, I love pretzels, I want a pretzel, but then when I eat them, I kind of enjoy them. I love a good peanut butter filled pretzel.
I prefer a soft pretzel with mustard on it.
I don't taste the sourdough in it.
Me neither. The salt kind of takes way over.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like sourdough at all, which is surprising. Even these ones are delicious.
With this, for what it is, I think it's delicious.
Yeah.
So we'll try the darker ones. I don't like that.
The dark one's a little much.
It tastes like charcoal.
It's really salty.
There's not even salt in it. It's charcoal.
Spitting everywhere.
Very delicious. I think this is a don't for me. This is very delicious. She doesn't like it. It's a don't for her, and I think this is very delicious too.
I'm surprised you didn't give that a dangerous. What do we have here?
Whoopie gold pies.
Sure. I feel like this is the quintessential Dutch Pennsylvania snack.
Yeah?
Is a whoopie pie.
I mean, these guys look like they've been through a lot. But I'm sure it's delicious.
I think they're going to be delicious.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a whole controversy of where they were from. Some people say it's Maine. Some people say Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and then other people say it's Dutch Pennsylvania. So no one knows because no one knows.
No one knows because no
But-
one knows.
The story I read about Dutch Pennsylvania is that the Amish women would make them out of leftover cake batter. And then it got its name because the Amish men would open their lunchbox when they had it and they would go, whoopee! I feel like that's definitely someone on the internet messing with me. But it's what I read. Okay, so we've got peanut butter and regular.
You don't really taste the peanut butter.
That's good.
This is actually really good. I wasn't expecting this.
I love chocolate cake.
Whoopee. So I had the peanut butter.
I'm gonna eat the peanut butter now.
I'm going to try the original. It's a little dry.
Well, I guess it is kind of a dry cake.
I mean, there's definitely way more moist, obviously, when you bite into the creamy center. I like it. I prefer the peanut butter more, surprisingly, over the original. Because this has more of a flavor to it.
I love them both.
They're both delicious, but I have a preference. That's
They're
all.
both delicious, and I usually always love peanut butter the most. I actually think I like the original one this time. I love the peanut butter one, don't get me wrong.
Love it.
Delicious.
Okay. There was a lot. I'm very full, and I'm surprised how good it was.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's like all this Dutch pen stuff, like I feel like they changed me somehow. I just don't know what it is. I gotta say, my favorite, obviously, is
Pork rinds.
the pork rinds.
It's always gonna be the pork rinds.
It's always gonna be pork rinds, unless it's really bad, and I won't go for it. What is this again?
The Shoofly Pie,
Shoofly Pie.
which I think is the standout because it's something that we haven't had before, which is what I always really enjoy with our show, is trying new things. And a lot of these were variations of things that we've had before, so it's tastes that we're familiar with.
I think the only thing that we didn't like was the dark pretzel. That's about it.
We weren't a huge fan of the dark pretzel, which is really just a Birch pretzel. So it's already kind of the offshoot. I didn't enjoy the blue soda either.
I enjoyed this.
No, I also really enjoyed the Whoopie Pie.
Yeah, the Whoopie Pie is great. I enjoyed a lot of it.
Thank you, Ryan and Courtney.
We're done. With all that said,
Take it away, friend!
Hey, thanks for watching Salty and Sweet. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and tickle that little notification bell for some good times. Some real good times. Those are my kids.